Hi, in this video, we're going to take a look at the editing features of the TI-30XS Multiview Calculator. So what we're going to do is look at the overwrite versus the insert feature, the clear button, delete button, and the previous expressions that have been typed into the calculator. So let's first start off with the overwrite versus the insert mode. So as you can see, I've typed in an expression, 9 plus 5 times the quantity of 8 minus 3. I want you to notice that the cursor is currently blinking as a black box. This is the default mode for the calculator, and this is the overwrite mode. If I move the cursor back to the 8, and I want to replace the 8 minus 3, let's say with something like 4 plus 6, I type, and as I type, it overwrites the text or the data that I have entered in the calculator. So if I press enter, I can get my answer. So this is an example of the overwrite mode. So let's say we want to insert. Instead of saying 4 plus 6, let's say we want to say 14 plus 6. So if you move the cursor back till it's positioned over the 4, we can now insert a 1 in front of that 4. So if I press the second, followed by the delete button, you'll notice the cursor changes from a black blinking box to an underscore. Now as I type, it will insert the character that I type where it's positioned. So if I type in the 1, it now says 14 plus 6. So that's the difference between the overwrite versus the insert mode. So now what I'm going to do is explain the clear button. So let me go ahead and press enter and get an answer for this and fill up the screen with some other calculations. So you'll notice that my display is full of expressions that I've typed in, as well as the answers on the right hand side. If I press the clear button, the entire screen will clear and be ready for input. So let's look at another example of how to use the clear button. So as you can see in this example, I typed in a rather large expression. If I move the cursor back to the 8 by using the navigational pad, and if I press the clear button once, it's going to delete all of the characters from that 8 and all the way to the right. So press it once and it clears it out. If I press the clear button again, the entire expression will be cleared from the screen. So next we're going to check out the delete button. So looking at this expression, let's say that instead of the 162 plus 25 in the parentheses, we just want 2 plus 25. I can position my cursor over the 1, and then each time I press the delete key, it's going to delete one character at a time. So I just deleted the 1, and now the 6, and now I can press enter. So now what I'm going to do is go and show you how to access the previously typed in expressions. So if I press the clear button, now notice what happens if I use the navigational pad and click on the up arrow. Notice it goes to the previous answer, and each time it highlights a particular expression, we can then edit that expression. So let's say that I have the 9 plus 5 with the parentheses around the 14 plus 6. If I press the enter, I can now edit that expression. If I want to insert a number, I can just press second, insert. Let's say I want to type 36. It's already there, and I can press enter. So I hope this video helps you understand how to use the basic editing features of the TI-30XS Multiview Calculator.